Happy Wednesday, everybody. Today is February 24th, and we are doing a video. Today of cooking, we are doing sauteed lemon, green beans, potatoes, tomatoes, mushrooms, and bell pepper with some onions. And this is how we're going to start it off. I already got my garlic in there. I have olive oil. I also have butter in there as well, so there's a mix of it. And as you can see, what you want to do is saute those garlics. Just get them just as they start to brown, but not heavy. The fire, because I have gas, is on medium. And I don't want them to get too brown because I want them to be able to take care of business with my green beans without them actually burning. I did it on a wok. You can do it in a pan. I just actually like having a wok. You'll see why. Because a wok is actually easier to use in vegetables. I got a Chan wok. Unfortunately, I can't remember her first name, but this is already pre-seasoned. If you get a wok that's not, you just have to treat it like cast iron. So, and get it all nice and seasoned up. You can see, beautiful green. These are fresh green beans. Nice. Now, I generally don't season until the end. Sometimes I season in about the middle of the cooking so that it's able to blend in with the food. It's always seasoned to taste, so it's whatever it is that you like to do. You can see, as I bring the garlic up, see again, if you're able to see it, nice and brown, but not burnt. And if you want, try a little green bean. Andante. You can make them crunchy. However it is you like your green beans, that's how much you cook them. Now what I'm going to throw in next is I'm going to throw in bell pepper next. I happen to have some yellow bell pepper. The wife likes the bell pepper, so if there's something in this recipe, you could add more, you can take away more. This is just how I'm doing it tonight. I'm going to turn it up to medium high, just kind of like in that middle, but more closer to the medium side. Wife says it smells really good, so. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in some onions. These are not your regular onions, but these are the green onions that I slice up. No set measurements. It's all done pretty much however it is that you would like to have it. So if you like a lot of onions, throw a lot of onions. If you like regular onions, you can throw regular onions in. They just don't work well for me. So I use green onions. You can use shallots. But this is what I just happen to like. It settles. You see how all that's pretty much coming together? You can see how that's browning. Now I'm going to throw in some, I have sliced mushrooms. I happen to have a can of sliced mushrooms. They happen to be Green Giant sliced mushrooms. I had a jar of it. Most of the time I use fresh mushrooms. Actually, the majority of the time I use fresh mushrooms. But I had one of these, so in order to get it used, and so apparently tonight is pretty much vegetable wok night. You can see that there, how that's looking all together. I drained all the liquid out of the canned mushrooms, so if you do canned mushrooms, drain the liquid. You pretty much just want the butter and the olive oil taste, and you don't want the water to really kind of come up and mess with your flavorings. Okay, we're going to taste another one. Oh, no. I also have some cut potatoes. This is one potato. I just kind of cubed it. Kind of see the size. So you can see. What I do with my potatoes is I always like to boil them because they make good for breakfast when you boil them. And they're easier to cook because they're pretty much already pre-cooked. And you can see pretty much how that looks. I throw them off on the one side. If you feel that the potatoes, because they pretty much will soak up your oil, if you feel that that's happening, or if you're thinking that's happening, you can add in either olive oil or butter. You get a choice. I like to use butter, but that's on me. You can see here, see just a little pat. It's just going to melt down on the sides. So yes, what I did was, you can see the fire there. I moved the wok a little bit more to the left because this way more fire is under the light for the potatoes. This way I'll get the potatoes going before I get them all mixed in. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to add some seasoning. So right off the top, I have fresh ground peppercorns. Again, season to taste. Doesn't matter how much you put in. Light pepper, heavy pepper. And one thing about black peppercorn, it's going to be a little stronger than your grounded pepper because it is fresh. Now, what I also have is, I have some white pepper. So I'm just going to kick a little bit of white pepper in. Now, I do have garlic in there, and no, it doesn't hurt it, but I'm going to put a little bit of garlic pepper in there. Or garlic powder, I'm sorry. A little bit of garlic powder. And I tell you, don't get garlic salt. You need garlic powder. That'll keep your sodium down if you're worried about salt. I'm also use a little bit of onion powder. Everything I have. Granulated garlic is also really good. And that's actually what I prefer. I actually have a lot of that in my pantry. see the potatoes, right? There's one right there. You can see how it is right in. So now what I'm going to do is actually kick that all together. You can see how nice it is having the wok. There's a lot of room to work. See, a lot of room to work, a lot of room. This is a wok spoon or spatula. Great with a wok. All I can say about it. So the next I'm going to put in is I'm doing a lemon. So I actually have fresh lemon. I actually squeezed that off of fresh lemons. How much lemon do I put in it? I cooked for a lot of years. I really don't overly do measurements, but you can see how it's working inside the wok, kind of boiling there. And then what I'll do is once I get this in here, it'll start coming down. I'll actually start tasting again the green beans, seeing where the lemon sits. And I also have, so these are cherry tomatoes. I cut them in half. And that actually gives you your color as well. So you can see just a really nice array of colors. See how this is working. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now I'm just going, for me, I'm just going to throw a little, I like heavy lemon. A little bit more lemon. And that will be it. Now if you're feeling that you got too much liquid, you can. Just give it a shot of high. I wouldn't probably do any more on high than 2 or 3 minutes. And you're going to see I have my bowl. Now, if you don't like potatoes, you can leave the potatoes out and go with all vegetables. This also would have been good with broccoli, cauliflower. Those will also be nice addition as well. Spinach would also be nice addition as well. Now one thing about spinach is you can always add it because it'll wilt it down, and I'm actually going to do some spinach right in here. So you can see, you're like, oh, looks like a lot of spinach. Well, it melts down, so it ends up not being a lot of spinach, and you'll see. So now what I'm going to do down is bring back down the medium. So I wanted you to see, here's a mushroom. You see how we have that charred right on it? So just really nice. See, here's a potato, you can see right here, really nice. And you can see the spinach. You see what I mean by the spinach reduces pretty nice. And as soon as the spinach is reduced, dinner will be served. Yeah. Now, you're going to notice I didn't put any salt in here. I usually don't. I'm not a big salt, but I do have 50% reduced salt for what I have. Now I'm also putting in just a little bit of this just because I want to. I like McCormick's. I think this is the best lemon pepper. See, you can see that spinach reduced really nice. Not really a lot there. And that's about a 15-16 minute meal. I had everything prepped, ready to go. So everything prepped, I would say probably no more than 5 minutes. I mean, obviously you're cutting and cleaning your green beans. However many or however long that takes you to do that, that's fine. The bell peppers, no big deal. The potatoes, like I said, I pre-done those no big deal. Everything just kind of went in smooth and easy. So here is the end result. The little tomatoes, again, no big deal. Wash and clean, you can see there's not. So this is going to be your end result. And that is going to be dinner tonight. So thank you for watching. If you like the video, just hit the like button, that's fine. I do random videos about anything, not just cooking, just anything and everything. If you want to follow me, by all means, hit the follow button, hit the notification bell. I don't go crazy like some people do where you get, a whole bunch of stuff. Mine just comes up when I have something good that I'd like to share. So thank you very much for cooking with James, and enjoy your nice evening. And again, that's what it looks like. Have a nice evening. Thank you.